Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys the Harpie deck profile. I went top 4 on locals, and here we go. We start out with the 3 queens. She is a search for your field card. You have her in hand, just dump her, you get the field card in hand, but yeah. So 3 queens for sure, and also run 3 channelers. Chandler is really good. What she does is just summon her. Once per turn, you can dump a Harpie card, special summon a Harpie card from the deck in face of defense. So you can go for rank 4 or rank 7 if you dump out and get a dragon. So yeah. I also run the 3 Harpies. I think the Harpies is really good. I'm not gonna lie, like this card actually makes the Harpies be kind of competitive. When she's sent to the graveyard, by the end of the turn, you can add, I believe it's a Winged Beast type. Yeah, Winged Beast type with 15 attack or less. So once you dump her, that's when you get Chandler, and then you can just do plays. And I also run 3 of the Dancers, which is really good. Once you have the field card on the field, you summon her, pop a field effect, bounce her back, summon another one, pop another field. This bitch just makes you pop your opponent's back row, your opponent's spells and traps, and once the field card in this is a wrap, you just destroy the shit and just go off. I also run 3 of the Harpie Lady number 1. I prefer her over the Cyber one just because she increases my wins by 300, so you have 3 on the field. It pretty much get increased by 9. The only bad thing about this is increase all win monsters, so your opponent is running win monsters too. This will also boost up your opponent's monsters, which is kind of retarded. And I'll also run 1 Harpie's Pet Dragon for my rank 7 builds, for my rank 7s. I run 2 Summoner Monks. I might take it out now. I might just take 1 out actually, because I used to summon him, and then I pitch on Hysteric Sign, and then I summon other monster, and I go for Lovawa Chain. But since Lovawa Chain is hit now, I really can't go Lovawa Chain no more. This is what I summon when I get him out, because then you just want him in the graveyard as soon as possible. So late games, you can just bounce back when your spells are traps face up, but just summon him. But yeah, this is it for the monsters, and I'll move on to the traps. For trap cards, I run 3 Hysteric Parties. My god, this card is so broken. This made me win so many fucking games when I went to locals. It just brings back as much as Harpie Ladies as possible from their graveyard to the field. It's a really good card. I run the 2 Icarus Attack. I also run the 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance. This card is such fucking good card in this deck, just because when you have the field cards played already, your opponent cannot activate spell cards. You gotta set them down, so on your turn, just destroy their fucking spells or cards. So, like, it's a good ass card. Also run 1 Breakthrough, 1 Vanities, the 1 Mirror the 1 Jar of Alvarez, because you want to recycle your cards back, because you do go through this deck, so like you pretty much thin this deck out so quick because you're always dumping and searching. And also that 1 Warning. Yeah, Warning is a really good card still. Like, I think a Warning will always be used at all times. And then move on with Magic cards. I run the 3 Harpie Grounds, the 3 Signs, the 1 Chalice. Let me tell you something about Chalice. Honestly, I think this Chalice was the one that made me top a lot, because every time I'm playing like Satellar Knights and they summon, then I have Chalice to that shit and it just stops the fucking plays for days. Like, it's a really good card. I had it at 2, but I left it at 1, and I might take out Pot of Duality and put another Chalice, but we'll see what happens. Also run the Pot of Duality, the Elegant Egotist, the Mystical Space Typhoon, and the 1 Regeki. And that's the main deck. I believe I'm running a 42 card, but I'm gonna take out 2 of them because I don't like running more than 40. So yeah. Anyways, moving on to the side deck. To the extra deck. I'm sorry. I run the 2 Tokens of course, the best card in the world. All right, so I run the Ice Beast, the Harpie's Path, the Ragnar Zero, Castel, Queen Dragon of Dejin, Lovawa Chain. Well, now since it's hit, I'm gonna have to take it out. I'm gonna take this out and probably add a Daigusto Emerald, hopefully. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna be a Daigusto. 1 Maestro, a 101, Cowboy, Shidori. I wanna bump it up at 2, but we'll see what happens. Diamond Dyer, Saton Knight, Master Blades. Talk about Master Blades, man. He's so fucking good still. He's underrated. Really, really bad. Like, he's cannot be targeted at all. Come on, it's crazy. I also run the one Draco sack. It won me a few games, believe it or not. And I also run the 101. And then for my side deck, I run the Thunder King, 2 Provisions. See, there's the extra Chalice. I might bump it up to 2. Foolish Burial, 2 Drastic Drop Off. It's really good, in my opinion. I kind of think it's better than Mind Crush a little bit. Even though Mind Crush, you can look at your opponent's hand. But this card is just good in general because it's when your opponent draws or he adds a card to hand, so it's really good. Also run the 2 Imperial Walls because you're starting to see more Infernoids. I also run these. This is just shits on a lot of decks. Shits on BAs, Tellarknights, anything that exceeds a lot in synchros. Just shuts them off. Also play the 2 Lights and the 2 Darks. Of course, they're staples. But yeah, guys, that's my deck profile for the Harpies. Please let me know what you guys think. Comment below, subscribe, show a little bit of love.